beings. Who helped them and how? The Dutch UN battalion who were there to prevent what exactly had taken place. But they didn't. They just handed them over. Where was all this? In the heart of Europe, who swears on democracy, justice, and human rights. In July 1995, human race failed as a whole because they didn't stand behind and protect values they swear on. They asked us to forget and forgive. How can we? We will ask a mother who had lost 5 sons and husband for permission to forget and forgive. If she lets us do so, we will. Why we must not forget and forgive? Because it didn't have to happen. Because it is beyond comprehension and cannot be justified. Because we love those killed in Srebrenica more than ever. While today's world is struggling to label genocide as what it is, our reopened wounds are hurting and bleeding more than ever. We'll never either forget or forgive. We will not ask or take revenge, but our tongues and our hearts will not stop talking about what had happened in Srebrenica in July 1995. The executors of our innocent people show no remorse, shame or regrets, or very little. We feel sorry for them. We're wondering what they're gonna tell to their children and what their children will think about their predecessors. They failed in this world, and what is awaiting for them is much worse and humiliating. This is because the justice then will not be in their blood-stained hands, but in the hands of the Almighty Allah, who is just. And He doesn't forget. Without intention to spoil your afternoon, I must share something with you. I want you to bear in mind the following incident from Srebrenica from July 1995. Mrs. Jamila Delalic from village Dobrak near Srebrenica witnessed the following. I was sitting among all those people in Portolesi when I spotted a young woman in pain and sweat. I asked her, "What's the matter?" She said, "I'm in labor." I said to her, "Come and grab me with one hand and your mother-in-law with the other one." So did she. A little boy started crying. My God, he looked like bath-washed, beautiful black hair. I was going to tie up his navel cord when all of a sudden a Serb soldier confronted me, put him down on the ground. Being scared, I did as he said. He stepped with his boots onto the baby's little neck, and straight away his intestines popped out. Dear friends, unfortunately, this was Bosnian reality in Srebrenica in July 1995, and we must not forget, because it must not happen again. We will make sure it doesn't happen again. After all, we supplicate to Allah the Almighty, all praise being only to Him. There is no other God but Him. His guidance is the only guidance. Peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Jesus, and the rest of them. All praise be to you, the Lord of the universe, the Lord of the worlds, the owner of the day of judgment. Nothing happens without you knowing it. We ask you for forgiveness and protection from our evil deeds. Guided is the one who you guide, and you guide out of your mercy. Only you we ask for help, and only you we worship. Help us to see the truth as a truth, and to follow it as such. Help us to see the wrongdoing as such, and to stay away from it. Make us better beings, because this is the only way for this world to be a better place. We ask you to grant peace unto those unjustly killed, not only in Srebrenica, but everywhere in the world, no matter who they were and no matter who their unjust executors were. We are grateful for what we have and patient over the temptation of this life. In your hands is only good, and you are the Almighty. You do know, we do not know. We ask you to grant us peace and forgiveness in both this world and the hereafter. Peace and blessings be upon the Messenger Muhammad and all the messengers before him. Our last words are those of the praise to you, our Lord Allah. Thank you.
At the end of today's program, we would like to acknowledge all those who have contributed to make this event possible. Organising such a tribute with performances and a graveyard installation at the Torrance Park involved so many helpers, so many volunteers, and we would like to acknowledge all of them. Also, we thank the South Australian Government who have helped us through the Multicultural Grant Scheme in organising this event. A special thank you goes to History SA and the Migration Museum, the director Miss Margaret Anderson, and other staff members, but in particular thanks to Miss Alison Russell, Senior Curator, who has been helping with the project since the beginning, going back to November last year. Also, a thank you to the performers who have contributed their talents and time to be today with us. I invite them all to the scene, and please reward them all with one more applause. Ms. Amina Garcho, the Secretary of the Bosnian and Herzegovina Muslim Radio Program of South Australia. The team of this ethnic radio program have organised this event, and as a sign of appreciation to the performers, there is a symbolic gift to you.
We recognise that the last stage of genocide is denial, and through our activity we endeavour to offer hope, that such a crime never occur ever again. Anyway, Flower of Hope is a foundation dedicated to promoting truth about genocide that occurred in Bosnia and Herzegovina between 92 to 95. This flower is a symbol of remembrance of all innocent victims of genocide in Bosnia. The flower blossomed out of pain, handmade by a grieving woman. The flower has a message. The white petals represent innocence. The green color represents hope. The 11 petals for 11 July, and all 11 genocides on the Bosnian people. On behalf of Bosnia and Herzegovina Muslim Radio Program, I would like, and we would like, to thank all participants and ask them for a little favor, to remember Srebrenica through this flower. Please, Mr. Ismet Purdic, come and proudly wear another one.
Thank you all for coming today and honouring the memory of the dear ones who are no longer with us. Let's not stand in neutrality when it comes to injustice and oppression. Horrendous acts such as Srebrenica can happen and do continue to happen when hate and prejudice prevail over love and respect. Let's strive to be on the side of peace and love. Peace and blessings be upon all of you.
To je to. God smo ovdje. Ne, fond ću ja osnovati, pa će to ići za klub, za Međit.
Za ovo novo, za ovo pomoću ureda za sljedeću godinu. Nabavljaš tako Srebrenički fond za sljedeću godinu.
Znam, ja sam to prošle godine tako radio. $10 nije bila skuplja, ali se sabralo. Čestitam, živi, izdrav bio i vi i ostali, svi, svima, jes. A ja ću...
Ko je inicirao i ko je izvršio.
Jako.
Drugi za njim i zlati. Nećemo dva posao raditi isti dva puta. To je to, evo. Na oba dvije strane, fino, ne velja tako. Pa da je mora to sa sutra. Ne, mora sutra, to je mokro, moraš se sad obršati. A ako se osuši, mora se pratiti. Evo, sve ću ulazi uzeti bilo. Sad ti smo sad, doma dobro.